Joe Biden, I believe he crumbled faster than Democrats thought he was going to crumble under the pressure of the job. And that's even with the heavily, heavily protected schedule he's been under. You know, you hardly ever see the guy. If you do, it's very controlled, or once every couple days, or his wife, Dr. Jill, is there holding his hand, piping up, stepping in when she's not even asked a question. I believe Joe Biden is deteriorating faster than Democrats ever imagined, and it's torpedoing their amnesty plans. This is the guy. You know what? Here's Joe.
In our building, we have Mary, who's in the garage there, and then we have Cultivate the City, which is an awesome rooftop garden. They exist on our rooftop, but you're not going to be able to see it from here. But if they want to give a wave,
I see him.
Yeah. And then we also have
Don't
solar.
jump. We need you.
And then if I could just.
Let's go, you guys. Come on, press. We're gonna move out. Let's go, press. Guys, let's go. Come on, press. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Crisis at the border, sir. Let's go, you guys. Come on. Come on, let's go.
Thank you, guys. Thanks so much.
How's he doing? How's he doing? You see it. You have eyes, you see it. Lost every day. And because he's so lost, Democrats are not able, and the DC media is not as able as they'd like to be, to cover for him for what is happening on the border. The system can and does, as we've talked about 1,000 times, tell huge lies, life-changing lies. They'll tell you the sky is green and insist you believe it. However, there's no covering up what's happening on the border. What's happening on the border is because of Democrat open border rhetoric, we are being flooded, overrun by illegal immigrants. And the reason the system can't contain that truth is they have so many illegal immigrants on the border, they're now being pushed into American cities. They're being pushed into Yuma and Brownsville and Chicago and all over the place. Dropped off at Holiday Inns, dropped off at bus stops. They're being flooded. The communities are being flooded, and these people in these communities are saying, what is this? Who are these people? What is going on? So the DC media, because they have access to the President of the United States of America, are starting to demand some answers. How are these kids being held? Where are these kids being held? How long are they going to be held for? How long is this crisis going to last? Yada, yada, yada. And you don't have, I don't think they foresaw this, you don't have a man at the top who can withstand that kind of questioning, withstand that kind of pressure. And the media, yes, they're all communist hacks too, but they still have egos. They demand access, as we talked about, and they're not getting access. You saw them shouting at him, shouting questions at him as Biden was lost trying to figure out his way out of the mall. I think it's crumbling faster than they thought. And this border crisis, if these DC reporters don't start getting answers, this border crisis, it might overwhelm them. And now that you're already getting them angry, you already see that they're angry, now that amnesty push becomes a lot harder sell, right? You see, it's one thing if things are fairly controlled down there on the border. There's just a few people, maybe some amnesty. If you're being overrun and overrun and overrun and overrun, and then you bring up amnesty, well, that's the kind of thing that loses you midterm elections. Lots of them. Hey, thanks so much for watching The First on YouTube. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe. You heard me. Like it, subscribe. You'll get a lot more of it and a lot more of me.